What's cooking, guys, and welcome to my channel. In today's video I want to share my cranberry sauce recipe with you guys. This cranberry sauce has a sweet, tart, and an earthy flavor that goes so well with any of your main dishes or even your other sides. Now usually my upload schedule is on a Thursday, but since Thursday is Thanksgiving and I won't be uploading then, I figured let me share my cranberry sauce with you guys a few days earlier so you can make it just in time for Thanksgiving. So stay tuned for the recipe. Do consider subscribing if you're new here and you'd like to join the foodie family, and also hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload a new video, which is once a week. And now let's get cooking. So let's quickly go over the ingredients first. I have the main ingredient, which are the cranberries, and I'm using a 12-ounce bag. These also come in smaller bags, but depending on how many people you're feeding, you can change any of the amounts for the ingredients I'm using. I also have one orange that I will be zesting to get about half to 1 teaspoon of the orange zest off of it. I also have 3/4 cup of sugar here, but you can use anywhere from 3/4 cups to 1 cup of sugar. I have 1 cup of water here, but add a little extra depending on how thick you want to make the sauce. I have the optional ingredient here, which is a small sprig of rosemary. I love rosemary and it just adds a little hint of earthy and herbaceous flavor, but as I said, this is optional. And then salt, of course, to taste, or about 1/4 teaspoon, and that is all for the ingredients that you're gonna need for the cranberry sauce. So I have already washed and rinsed my cranberries thoroughly under cold water. Always make sure to thoroughly wash all of your produce because it may have pesticides that we don't want to consume, obviously. And now let's make the cranberry sauce, and I'm going to turn on my stove on medium-low heat and place a small saucepan on it. To this I'm adding all of my ingredients one by one. I have my washed cranberries, and this is 12 ounces as I said. I have 1 cup of water, but I'm going to add another 1/4 cup of it also. I have my sugar, and I'm using organic cane sugar here. You can also use a little honey if you want to. And then my fresh rosemary sprig. Again, this is optional, but I really love the little hint of earthy flavor of this, and I'm putting in just about 1/4 or 1/2 of a sprig. And then I have the orange here, which I will be zesting the whole thing. The fragrance of that orange rind is just so fresh and beautiful. If you don't have orange at home but still want to make this sauce, of course you can do that, but I love the fragrance that the orange adds to this sauce. And then with a wooden spoon, I'm mixing up all of the ingredients. You want to combine all the ingredients and allow the sugar to dissolve. This will take a few minutes to come to a boil, but just keep mixing this. And after a couple of minutes, you'll see the liquid coming to a boil. And at this stage, you want to lower the heat and keep cooking this. As this cooks, you'll start to hear the cranberries bursting and opening up slightly, which I'll show you in a second, and it was just such a satisfying sound. And about 5 to 7 minutes later, you can see the berries have now started to open up, and that's exactly what you want because you want the rest of the ingredients that were added to seep into the berries. Continue mixing and letting it cook on low heat. And I'm gonna cover this for a few minutes, but keep an eye out because you don't want it to boil over. Let's check on my cranberry sauce now, and you can see it has been reducing nicely on low heat. This sauce cooks so quickly, so that's why it's perfect to make ahead of Thanksgiving Day. And let's continue to mix it every few minutes. You can see the rosemary has really cooked down and flavored the sauce, why the sauce is looking thicker. And the orange zest has also kind of dissipated in there and flavored the whole thing with it. This is looking wonderful, and it's going to be so good with your main dishes. And I'm gonna cover this one more time to reduce it further, but this time leaving the lid slightly ajar. And now let's check on the sauce again, and this is looking just perfect to me. It's not too thick or reduced down, and once it cools down it will get thicker too, so I'm gonna take this off the heat now and let it cool down. I'm just gonna serve it in a little dish here, but you can also put it in a mason jar to store it in the fridge for a few weeks. This will also be great as a topping for vanilla ice cream or even for oats or yogurt parfait or something sweet that goes with the tartness of this cranberry sauce. It's such an easy and simple cranberry sauce to make from scratch, so you can throw away those canned cranberry sauces and make this from scratch, and let me know how it turns out for you. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed my very easy and simple recipe for cranberry sauce. It's completely made from scratch and it is so much better than those canned things that you get that you have to slice open. This pairs so well with roast turkey, roast chicken, and any other sides that you will be making for Thanksgiving. So I do hope you try this one out. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe before you go. I want to wish you all a very happy, wonderful, and safe Thanksgiving. I'll be seeing you in my next video, guys. Until then, take care of yourselves.